here in Norway, at least, we see that more and more dogs, they are very attached to their owner, and people, of course, like that very much. And it's easy because the dogs, they don't run away and they stay close to the handler, and they show very much affectionate behavior, like staying in the sofa, lying close to the handler, and so on. And of course, we like this kind of behavior. But on the other hand, it shows that the dog is not that bold and it's not that self-secure. And often they're, well, actually, it's correlated with the curiosity, because if the dog isn't curious to look at what happens in the world when they are going in the forest, they should be curious. They should like walk at some distance from the handler because they want to figure out what that smell is, what you see there. But of course, you want to have a close relationship with a dog. And there's a difference between a close relationship and a close attachment. So I think that's something that we can think about. And of course, this is, as I said, it's a very related to the personality of the dog, and thereby it's not that easy to make an insecure dog more secure, but one can try. And a good thing to try to teach the dog to be more self-confident is to let it experience positive things on its own. And so we want the dog to experience the things and feel that they master difficult things. So if you are in the forest, for instance, you can hide something that the dog must find on its own without you helping it. And maybe you can have the dog walk on obstacles, like that's a little bit difficult for him, walk in the heights, walk on different substrates, and do like, so the dog sort of challenge himself. And I think that if we relate this to people, and I don't want to anthropomorphize this, but actually, as I told you, we share a lot of personality traits with dogs. So if we have a child and we want the child to be more secure, like, and I have this example, if your child is at a birthday, the child would have more fun at the birthday if it goes along and play with the other children, engages in the activities, rather than sitting on the parent's lap all the time. And it's the same for dogs. That of course it's nice if the dog sits on your lap while you are observing something, either in the city or in the forest. But on the other hand, it's not that normal. We would appreciate that the dogs actually don't want to do that, but that they can teach to do it, because we want them also to behave. Again, like children, we want the children to behave, but we want them to also explore things and sort of try to get things that they are a little bit difficult. And yeah, and it is the same with dogs. Please don't have your dog to be helpless. We know that learned helplessness is very common in dogs, and it's not good for their welfare. It's actually very bad for them. And also, with that learned helplessness, it's found that animals who sort of gets passive, that they don't interact with things, that when they see something that is terrifying, then they just collapse and stay close to the handler and doesn't react on the things that is happening. Their welfare is lower than the dogs that actually sort of perhaps try to attack or try to really fight. So we know that the cortisol level of animals that stays very passive and just hopes that the danger shall pass, that it might seem that they can handle what's happening, but actually they might not. And of course, you must observe the whole dog, as Line was telling you. You can't just look at the behavior that they are sitting there. You have to look at all the signs. But in general, we want dogs to be more outgoing. We want them to be a little bit not that obedient because we want them to have some initiative, that they want to do something on themselves.